FM 100.5.
Oh yellow. Oh yellow.
FM 100.5.
On the Citizen Show, stay with Bobie, Ansah all the politics you can know. On Accra FM 100.5, tune to the Citizen Show. Bobie, Ansah, yeah.
Accra FM, yeah, mommy.
Oh, with Bobie, Ansah on the Citizen Show, stay with Bobie, Ansah all the politics you can know. On Accra FM 100.5, tune to the Citizen Show. Bobie, Ansah, yeah.
Nana kwabenabobieansah berema be mati gara furukube puntimpuna si sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mne yanko.
Oh, with Bobie, Ansah on the Citizen Show, stay with Bobie, Ansah all the politics you can know. On Accra FM 100.5, tune to the Citizen Show. Bobie, Ansah, yeah.
Nana kwabenabobieansah berema be mati gara furukube puntimpuna si sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mne yanko. Nana kwabenabobieansah berema be mati gara furukube puntimpuna si sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mne yanko.
Any ya mwakwaba so magana. And meju omoso ma fi omo pa.
O program no ya na won croford do.
Ye? Sa? Oh, any omo fa ncheme.
Omo ba me ntufo.
Yo, omo fa ncheme.
Oh yeah, no. I'm being very frank here. Me person very emotional. You were charitable. The kind of things he wrote. Okay, why should not the kind of things he wrote about certain leading personalities in our party? What do I say?
On the kind of say bit ya want to make us be on the big.
There be where there.
No, Eden.
Only for us try not to no. Only for us try no.
You see, hypocrisy in America. Also one kind. And so saying some are me Troy.
What's your mankind?
Yes, you just said okay.
Who said please get me right. What you think I can comment on something? I'm not well informed about it. What I say, Master? Who pretty baby? Sabidati biano.
Master, I know the man farmer. Maybe I know the man farmer.
Haruna, listen.
You just say Haruna, national youth organizer.
Let me tell you something.
Don't link me to the position.
There is no way.
What I say? No, let me position. And you know how the position be man.
Put it to you. No. You are
not. You can't make me national youth organizer.
No. You think you can popularize yourself. Okay.
No, look at why
this is the first time. This is the first time you're doing this.
NPP no. Maybe the time I made politics. Now when you're politics, what are you talking about? I'm speaking about. And how many people know you? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
My goodness!
I can tell you about myself.
No, please.
My grandfather was a friend of Bombo. What are you talking about? Sister 9, my father was the NPP youth.
Please.
What you are saying?
What you are doing?
Just make your point. Just make your point.
Please.
You don't have to.
What are you talking about?
What you are saying?
If you want to popularize yourself, you think that the best way to
popularize yourself.
You see, the best way to popularize yourself is to smear people That's what it's like.
I'm speaking my mind. I'm speaking my mind. When you said Akufo-Addo was an anarchist, who can say Akufo-Addo? Yeah, the Ghana is selling someone or the confusion. Any anarchy beba Ghana.
You are shameful disgrace. I'm telling you.
You are shameful disgrace. No,
you are shameful disgrace. Come on, Michael.
Did you say Akufo-Addo was an anarchist?
Michael, to me, guy.
You said it.
Michael.
And I have it on record. I have it on record.
Don't get me angry.
You said Akufo-Addo was an anarchist.
Look, can you give evidence?
And when Ghanaians put power into his hands, he is going to destroy Ghana.
I'm telling you.
I have it.
You are a simple idiot.
And you are saying I should not talk. I never insulted anybody. What's he saying?
Don't mess up with me. Pastor Salamudino. Oh, David. Michael. No.
Pastor, if you want...
Hey, son.
Bobie, mami nko. Master party, this is a queen. MPP, you be queen. Mami family.
Hey.
Me pia me sa puna kan. Me tran se me.
Wa mabe. Aborna wum lahabal nyaxsim. Asbir dalet. Kurga yo point ne pregele. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Muni nyatung ban yabga. Ka borna ay wum ya to nyaxsim ko twe kane. Ban la akum nana Bobie Ansah. Ka wum lahabal suma tung ban yabga. Nana Bobie Ansah. Muni nyatung ban yabga. O twe kane. O twe kan yarama. O twe ne bjelba. Atia nyangu nyanyu twe ba. O nyelo mabia. Nana Bobie Ansah tung ban yabga nyu.
Waba tele Accra FM. Yeah, mommy.
Inkuku ya kabang adibiara durefu ya wofere na fu na nso ya asase durefu ya wofere ne siw adenti efisa asase ne panyin opanyin ne hira opanyin ne Kwabena Bobie Ansah sasere kukuku da bi ochi mekwan no di nkampro obebare bia na wabebare daily graphic ne daily guide memunsam asai magana fu eje na kurum muntie eje ntetireci onamo so adoto nsura akorokraw gana fu se ubeshi akwache wo kwanchen no be ma achenchen ache wo kwanchen de eni ankako awrukwa chakra chenchen no ma ne yechen achenchen na se poto ni be poto kasa mafia na efi potofi nti Ghana fu nti Bobie se obi abo ma wabo ni bi mu watu Bobie na obi so obesan abo bia boni bi na dan obobia Ghana fu beti aman yesem sempa Bobie wona Ghana fu nanti ubiribiri wona won nanti umpremprem mo nanti ubiribiri nanti umpremprem
Ebi didi. Ebi de komode wom. Enfoni. Carlos ne Ansah ne Mustafa ne nkrofo. Masa. Da bia de achi ade sen. So mu di kaste ho atrantwie. Ki ye ka atrantwie a. Etse ayi kinagate fo a. Omuti si so a chese. So okọ na wo ba chese kaste ho de. Omuti ho aye okusie a wayi chino no.
Waba tele Accra FM. Yeah, mommy.
Ebi didi. Ebi de komode wom. Enfoni. Carlos ne Ansah ne Mustafa ne nkrofo. Masa. Da bia de achi ade sen. So mu di kaste ho atrantwie. Ki ye ka atrantwie a. Etse ayi kinagate fo a. Omuti si so a chese. So okọ na wo ba chese kaste ho de. Omuti ho aye okusie a wayi chino no.
Upenyara nyane tininyane yo guguara nefiu yedia ubrasi kasida uswasio yerida uswasio nyamie diena sida nyamie tredia po nyamie nyamie tredia po nyamie Udika sinenu nyanu wonu Tredia po nyamie Yeshwara, Yeshwara, Sheyafu Nyame, Yeshwara, Yeshwara, Shesira Nyame, Ubenyara, Ubenyara, Oyani Alamunyo, Munguara Nephew, Yedia Ubra, Sikasi down Swasio, Yeri down Swasio, Yeri down Swasio, Nyame, Jena Sida,
Wabatele.
Nyame, Enyeye, Enyeye, Nyame, Treda Nyame, Enyeye, Udenka Sinenu, Nyanu Wanu, Treda Nyame, Yeshwara, Yeshwara, Sheyafu Nyame, Yeshwara, Yeshwara, Shesira Nyame, Ubenyara, Ubenyara, Amanu Ananijo, Munguara Nephew, Yedia Ubra, Sikasi down Swasio, Yeri down Swasio, Yeri down Swasio, Nyame.
All right, so that's it live on Accra 100.5 Friday afternoon. Thank God it's Friday. We are back. And then last day within the week for Citizen Show. And from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, pim should be and some no All right, so Kojof Yagbase and in Kelly afternoon. Yes, of course, in Kelly afternoon. Many what I never know why Ghana for Atene Ansah. Me but we are yana me ba office me come me Facebook page na me say obi chro da kwaku board ina mbusa asa de na esi but unfortunately ni parent me send me at the crow. Oh I abutre munya abutre okay, so next Ewofia say yen say meet be
Look at the economic management team. It is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who their economic management team was. Kukrudu, fellow Kukrudites, we were elected to fix the problems, and I'm glad to report that we are fixing the problems and we are putting in place the policies that will drive the economic transformation of this country. It is very clear that the economy is beginning to respond to the policies of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. Look at the economic
primary surplus every year for 4 years. So colleagues, Ghana should brace for serious austerity in the coming years for the next 4 years or more. The mess they have created is such that they will leave office and their shadow will follow any government that comes after them. Commercial lenders and others will have to accept a reduction in interest and principal payment or risk default or non-payment. So the question is, you accept the haircut no matter how bad it is. It doesn't matter whether you get ugly, because obviously if you don't accept it, then there will be non-payment. So I would prefer to be ugly than not to get my money at all, because I will starve to die. You make your debt sustainable by doing all what it takes to get debt relief of 200 billion Ghana cedis and to bring it to 55% of GDP, the board will not sit and you will not get a dime from the IMF. And I repeat, you will not get a dime from the IMF. Within 20 years, Ghana is moving from heavily indebted poor country, HIPIC, to sovereign insolvency stress. So the problem now is no longer HIPIC. We are in SIS, sovereign insolvency stress. We in the minority recommend a set of policy options for government, and we demand urgent consideration. This country belongs to all of us.
What is even so obnoxious and irritating is the minister's opening remarks that this is a time to rejoice in the Lord. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rejoice in the Lord. The minister forgets that in Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, the Bible
surplus every year for 4 years. So colleagues, Ghana should brace for serious austerity in the coming years for the next 4 years or more. The mess they have created is such that they will leave office and their shadow will follow any government that comes after them. Commercial lenders and others will have to accept a reduction in interest and principal payment or risk default or non-payment. So the question is, you accept the haircut no matter how bad it is. It doesn't matter whether you get ugly, because obviously if you don't accept it, then there will be non-payment. So I would prefer to be ugly than not to get my money at all, because I will starve to die. You make your debt sustainable by doing all what it takes to get debt relief of 200 billion Ghana cedis and to bring it to 55% of GDP. The board will not sit and you will not get a dime from the IMF. And I repeat, you will not get a dime from the IMF. Within 20 years, Ghana is moving from heavily indebted poor country, HIPIC, to sovereign insolvency stress. So the problem now is no longer HIPIC. We are in SIS, sovereign insolvency stress. We in the minority recommend a set of policy options for government, and we demand urgent consideration. This country belongs to all of us. % of primary surplus every year for 4 years. So colleagues, Ghana should brace for serious austerity in the coming years for the next 4 years or more.
Prices are increasing at a faster rate than the official statistics are capturing. A few examples will suffice. We've seen over the last 3 years, even pure water has gone up threefold, cement has doubled, and Olonka Ogari has more than doubled, Ideal Milk has more than doubled, a maize bag has gone up sixfold, rice has gone up as more than doubled. It is clear that the cost of living, as measured by prices of these items and others such as petroleum products, school fees, road tolls, and electricity bills, have increased by triple digits. I should add that these price changes do not necessarily mean that single-digit inflation is not possible. It would depend on what is being measured and over what period. Mr. Chairman, how many Ghanaians have seen a single-digit increase in the prices of the goods they normally buy in the markets and shops? When you ask what is really driving this single-digit inflation, the explanation, ladies and gentlemen, is that food is what is driving, food prices is what is driving single-digit inflation. But we all know what is happening to food prices in our markets. So, what food is this that is driving this single-digit inflation? Most Ghanaians would attest to the fact that life in Ghana has gotten harder and harder over the last 3 years. Single-digit inflation has not reduced the cost of living, and in this regard has been rendered practically meaningless. Ghanaians are in fact experiencing a triple-digit inflation in their pain and suffering. Could it be that banks, like the suppliers of goods in Malata Market, have not quite bought into the single-digit inflation idea? The financial services market, like our traders in Makala or Malata, appear oblivious to the fact that we have single-digit inflation prevailing in the economy. So where are we collecting our price data for the computation of inflation? Which markets are we visiting? I would like to know. Mr. Chairman, the single-digit inflation in Ghana is not consistent with what we expect to see. If single-digit inflation is meaningless for the cost of living, meaningless for interest rates, and meaningless for exchange rates, meaningless for jobs, then what is it for? To put it another way, if single-digit inflation does not help with respect to the prices of the things you buy, the cost of money you borrow, the value of the cedi to the dollar, to help the youth get jobs, then what is the point? I would, however, have to leave the judgment on whether we actually have single-digit inflation to Ghanaians who shop in our markets every day. Prices are increasing at a faster rate than the official statistics are capturing. A few examples will suffice. We've seen over the last 3 years, even pure water has gone up threefold, cement has doubled, and Olonka Ogari has more than doubled. I
also want to assure all Ghanaians that no individual or institutional investor, including pension funds, government treasury bills or instruments, will lose their money as a result of our ongoing IMF negotiations. There will be no haircuts. So I urge all of you to ignore the false rumors. Just as in the banking sector cleanup, government ensured that the 4.6 million depositors affected by the exercise did not lose their deposits. And you know, Minister has not asset a day. Nanso mo bi ampaba. Ukosenye jidi wa banu. Isisea itumi ma free SHS any one district one factory eba muno. Isisea eboa ma itumi pam corona yare ni free o manimu. Saa so na maban etoto niema yie. Saa mre ema ahoto aba o manimu. Na minim se jidie no ewo memuno ekyese ekono Unyankopon neko amen ya ka ni bi ewa nyeka shegbe ye ya no ni nye na himo ke yeli ake gbejiano to ni hani free SHS bani gbejiano to ni hani this one district one factory bani gbejiano to ni hani wonye wo hwe corona ila keshi wo manami akano ni miamlalo bato gbejiano to koni ijole abami ejake mi hemo ke yeli ake ta nyumotani. My government has always been cognizant of the importance of implementing policies and social interventions to relieve Ghanaians of hardships. It is for this reason that over the first
live at Accra 100.5 Yasia Bebio and Asian Koma ye ora ochre ene ne dom ye dom se papa nyame aduma Monday eye 6th March, right? Monday 6th March, and yenim 6th March the course. Yanka kakra, let's do this.
Abo. When you come, when you kasa kakra. Enzi when you come, when you kakra, men kasa pi. Dame pere makade. Mbakan papa kakra na miwe makan pante. At long last, the battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever. And here again, I want to take the opportunity to thank the chiefs and people of this country, the youth, the farmers, the women, who have so nobly fought and won this battle. Also, I want to thank the valiant ex-servicemen who have so cooperated with me in this mighty task of freeing our country from foreign rule and imperialism. And as I pointed out at our party conference at Sorbonne, I made it quite clear that from now on today, we must change our attitudes, our minds. We must realize that from now on, we are no more a colonial, but a free and independent people. But also, as I pointed out, that also entails hard work. I am depending upon the millions of the country, the chiefs and people, to help me to reshape the destiny of this country. We are prepared to build it up and make it a nation that will be respected by every other nation in the world. We know we are going to have difficult beginnings, but again, I'm relying upon your support. I'm relying upon your hard work. Seeing you in these thousands, it doesn't matter how far my eye goes. I can see that you are here in your millions. And my last warning to you is that you ought to stand firm behind us so that we can prove to the world that when the African is given a chance, he can show to the world that he's somebody. We shall no more go back to sleep anymore. Today, from now on, there is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that, after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. We are going to demonstrate to the world, to the other nations, young as we are, that we are prepared to lay our own foundation. As I said in the assembly just minutes ago, I made it point that we are going to say that we create our own African personality and identity. It's the only way in which we can show the world that we are ready for our own battle. But today, may I call upon you all that at this great day, let us all remember that nothing in the world can be done unless it has the purported support of God. We have done the battle. And we again rededicate ourselves not only in the struggle to emancipate other territories in Africa. Our independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the African continent. Let us now, fellow Ghanaians, let us now ask for God's blessing. And for only 2 seconds, in your thousands and millions, I want to ask you to pause only for 1 minute and give thanks to Almighty God for having led us through obstacles, difficulties, imprisonments, hardships, and suffering, to have brought us to the end of our trouble today. 1 minute silence. Ghana is free forever. And here, I will ask the band to play the Ghana national anthem.
All right, so that's the live on Accra 100.5. Machia will be Watermenka and a dominant pempem, ya Watermenka across the country on Benya FM. Yadamwase, Central Region for Yadamwase. Yamfanasia, Tamale. Dagban FM, Tamale, Dagban FM, and I see Koma Western FM, Ewelembele, Fabia FM, Kranza, Yadamwase, Munina, on your Facebook page, on YouTube, Anthony Kumo, Eric Fosu, Ni, Ado Benjamin, Kofi Obin, no more Abekaya on your Facebook page, Niano. Yadamwase Bebre, credit to Anyasun Kumo. They say Ghana, say Obe Bando Pa, say the Tiadia 1 hour, 2 hours, Charlie. It no be easy. Enough from class. So definitely we appreciate more efforts. Nana Aduba are joining on the Facebook page. Fifi Akins is here. Yadamunina se ma meketwa as usual. Shine Ewatema. Someone here, Joe, my last soldier, Labone Coffee Shop. Governor Bisilki, and so I joined here. I say, okay, so quick one. Wait, simple. Wait, yeah, tell you was a simple cry. I say, giddy be bem. Chale, made Dan Kwakuya Boa story be mouth. I think I say I'm out for Dan Kwakuya Boa Sekakra, and he is not the only person. I mean, he is right. Or your Ghanaian. that ye minua or ye minua yamfa say minua penny oh biemu kakra dan ye yamfa say minua penny obecha me crying ye enchen bebre bisa akura de wa Bobie wa ba akokra dan benya be 52 dan woni se fa kan anye pa obecha se fa kan dan kwaku ye boa yes yeah dan kwaku ye boa chen se fa kan a ono ne be penti onya akola asa ti mesre mo nyen ti sa akola bi a mo twetwene sre ne abasa oye mia menua eno say Peace FM de mia me fie enye ibia. But you see, me the idea be to your Facebook page dan kwaku ye boa, and based on this I think say kakra we be man crofo atenase dan koye adwuma with a normalization committee. More guys say after a year a friend say kwasi nyantechi issue no omote a year normalization committee na dan kwaku ye boa na a year spokesperson. So okay, so this is the story. Popular sports journalist Dan Kwaku ye boa has tendered in his resignation as the spokesperson for the normalization committee with immediate effect. Now Ansah Kwaku ye boa, who was appointed the spokesperson for the normalization committee 11 months ago, received a total sum of $11,000 as salary according to Ghana Soccer Net. Now, this means that Dan Kwaku ye boa was paid $1,000 every month for speaking for the normalization committee. That it's okay. That's all. I think that this should explain everything. Well, because Dan Kwaku ye boa be now you know ya. So when you $11,000 every Akufo-Addo honor or kind of concept. Oh, Charlie, Mamo ye. I mean, this is, you know that gig. Charlie, $11,000 or no Akufo-Addo here for $1,000. Okay, so 2018, Kwame 2018, $1,000 in cities. Bosumi Abe say $1,000. Just check it for me. $1,000 2018. 2018 na dollars na say dollar to cedi no na say mo abonte mo check wa me eh Kwame akwa no wo City FM no mkobo no wo sene papa kuda say why do mkobo no obodi ayi kobo bo no hwa so no butu no hwa wo sene pa. Okay, so $1,000 $1,000 say 2018 Mohammed $1,000. So the cost of this man say quick one please, I need access. Okay, so at least minua you see John Mama time we be an Kwaku ye boa biaye anywhere nye biaye. So obviously me kura nka me bubefu what you say bia me bubefu edi minua Kwaku ne buafu ane buafu we won car sembia bia, and I think Ghanaians should take it. Yes, Ghana for any abre. Akufo-Addo say o manama amount for any abre. We destroy niama. We are one na busuafo na wi aye, o ma wi aye. Ayi so dan so anya kakredi. Kwame se fa kakredi. I mean, Charlie, you be presenter where you day on board ojia asa ADC no we lose no we ja 4,600 4,006 in the 2018 na bosumi bia no dan eje 40 million normalization committee 40 ojia no asia ba beje a friend say a Peace FM. Actually, that's also Basiaba. And I say, Sevaka knows in the Baumia campaign. That's also Basiaba. The other see how they say Baumiaba na Dangwakuya was saying ya. Your friend say committee back also side tosso. Not yet woman to quote 8,000. If you're Jadum, I do a offering in Zawamana, I do a Jews. Charlie, we never tremor. I beg, we never tremor. Normal. Obviously, Captain Smart carried cement bags and got nothing. normal chale munya wotre we mi nua na nka asem bia adwuma ade no wadibi wadibi enti se ono omo anka momo a na wa we asa kete mampori okai abi chale ovre aguranya kru munya botre munya minu no minu no munjai sa normalization committee say yaso mo bokro no pacha omo no ma ban wo so omo na teso eze joma ba no obecheche normalization committee for no gum na de ka wa na o kan say chale ese moti onu akwaku ase onu akwaku di boko na there you the point is kwam se fa ka dibi no no odibi ade wachi adizo already jira ada ono o chai kwam se fa ka kra o chai ni age Indeed, onu di na say onu bia what are you talking about? Tell $1,000. Obi aye adwuma wo Ministry of Finance ne agrek ne ade onu $1,000 da o. $1,000 da. And you see, working as a presenter and as a media practitioner, was I adwuma ma government there. Mama, okura na onya ya nka I think say dankwaku ya bo sika wanya na ye nkrofo ya. Na omo kasetia no. Wanya sika se twum na ye mo ya. No ka asem ketua we ya na wo body abre. Na wo. Oni agwaku don't mind them. Omo ya kura ka foforo. Don't mind them. Chale $1,000 about the wajuma eja better crowd. And you see, for John Muhammad to announce the comeback, one thing you guys must understand. They say, "Ne, Ansah shocking." What's it? Yeah, me there. Oh, one thing now, as someone tells you, say, I didn't shock it. I shock you one more. Oh, I say, Turkey, a earthquake, you know. Oh, I didn't know she too much. I know she too much. And you see, John Mahama history no or Babeyeno. And on says that way, tell me it happened when this move. You know Rollins after 79 Okofie and at 82. Was I buy? That tradition is in NDC. They can just go back in the room and come back again and take power. John Rawlings did it, and John Mahama is going to do it. That is their worry. Oh, many damn crying come with the John Mahama tema. Many pound what you are never on it means that one channel. Why? Monfan channel. I mean, just cool. One also a gun and also children a year. And yeah, back for and a walk. I also one argument. And at least let us respect his opinion and move on. That is the most important thing. Let us respect his opinion. Yeah. Okay, so Obi send me a message. We say me kabiama dankwaku ya bo na say me yede. Okay. Oh, when I send me 12,800 Ghana cedis. No, I'm not talking $1,000. Then yes, say na make 2018. No, you know. 2018 mpacho nti so one thing ye dia ne ye twem ho. All right, so ena ya be yadwuma mutie enkroma nyame ya aduma Monday ye 6th February, 6th March. And what year Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? Say, see, we are not me ready and your money be Omodi accuse Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And that is their style. Sound omotie. Dear, your friend say, Ahiagba, any MPP for no, Dankwakuya communication director, no more Kanya, they know. They have done it before. They did it to Nkrumah. They have done it before. And I meet Nkrumah or my office, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah tapes me tears, and I me busa me say, enti Kwekuba kon Bombay, Kwekuba kon Benefse nom, and Sefa kind they call themselves CPP. And Nkrumah for no. Dear now, who hear about Akufo-Addo? Dear, what? Dear no more about Akufo-Addo. Yeah, and I imagine they did to you. No, he had never be dredgery. Or black went to a yet way. A man who are coming. I has any atono. Me mintie. I imagine the day ne lumba ne sa no me mintie. Me jaja nkwa Benisphere culture kumbolo I aha aita bongo enonkwa na mitie. Okay, so aya me awie na me busa ho se ede be pa no mo hu fa sa Akufo-Addo ne busuafo ho a what me by default ye wo me to UP mu by default. So when him baby am free, I mean offense so asante mampo. You can imagine. Uni baby afa ya wo colors me ensa pe na uhu. Ba footballer color ba ko pe na uhu ne flag. Omo greater akra dey say otimi hu olibobo. Ani ade. Ye chira color ba ko pe. Isa color don ko na unim color bia bio. Ye chira aduane ba ko pe. Isa aduane no na unim aduane bia bio. And yet, political party back. You see, by default, even with us, you know, na ye hunu nyansa say no look. I mean, hey, menya sabe tafracha menya kwasia. Menyimi na mama abusua bia omo mo brother from omo papa nom. Akufo-Addo nom abusuya mo brother, but for politics they have nothing, and that is why na Nkrofo and Akufo-Addo omo sika dada. I say I never Nkrofo omo, but for politics they don't have anything. But for politics they don't have anything. Among for my Bobra, Dr. Sam John and my Bobra. Poku transport mabusia suma bandanom. I mean, when they need to steal the state and sign our didi. Omo or mine no. Because be anyone with him, they are nothing. Chaps. And for that matter, even with my age, I felt like no. Why should I allow this family to use me to get power? At least now me because me obia ni me share me jumase. And when I started my activism, I have never supported a Akufo-Addo. Bibianwa, I mean, no. Nobody from that enclave. I can boneno doso. The frupenny bay ni chrono is too much. I can't associate myself with such people. You get it? I can't associate myself with them. But the point is, one more omo buy no. And then I mean we saw be a bentel, a picture about beto, a friend say Facebook, a coffee bentel. I mean, and your bonnet say omunyina e boy. But the other me bisa me say. Enti dia be pa no omu hu ye dia ya. Dia be pa no omu hu ye. Sometimes I just want to find out. Say dia ya. Dia no omu hu ya. Obi a hu bi ɛdeɛ na wɔn nim ana obiara nim bi ɛna ɛyɛ me nwanwa kakra. All right, so straight to adwuma. Mame me ba bekyerɛw ɛyɛ 5 things they ask. Apart from the Dan Kwaku Yeboah ne Ahiagba no mo press conference no. You see Dan Kwaku Yeboah ne Ahiagba no press conference, right? Or your press conference boom. That's what I heard. It's not true, right? It's not true, right? Okay. But I heard something I say Dan ne Ahiagba na press conference boom on behalf of MPP. But on count there, that's fine. Okay, so yeah. Me babecho orojo mahama nra. Sa wote trotro mu, wote tax mu atiemiye. Uba mu atiemiye, uofie shop tiemiye. Across the country, mamoti enka on Facebook, on YouTube, tiemiye. And no orojo mahama e boniema enumso. Ya obe any different. Me pesa uti asem we yie sebe ya obi busa wa no aka kire de adwoma ma eba be enra obo enyema enum eso first one me pa chotie ti sa wo te kam na wo hwe on Facebook a no abie ama obi ahwe bi no abie volume no ama obi atie bi so omo busa Omu busasa joma me baba ye den. Enye sa. Ede no baba be different. Wo kire niema numpe. Me bo niema num no so no me jamo. Panel no ba on be ye di aka no. You see, we will take our time and educate fools. We will take our time and educate fools. We will take our time. Neyama foolish people. Further and better particulars. Mad people. We will give them. Yes, what about them? And it's sad that I like Ahiagba so much. I mean, yes, Ahiagba, but Damakwa Ahiagba, you, ya. Oko pre-general secretary. You see, when people, don't learn, and it's sad. When you say here, but no pre-general secretary, or you flyer, you know, most flyer number. Unless somebody tell us, then I hear, but general secretary. I could follow the catch and straight say, general secretary is only for accounts in the MPP. Yanama, I hear, but a friend say, 10 tank no one friend say. Dankwa Institute. Yene ma Ahiagba jaya, Ahiagba kwate on one dia. O kwate on one dia wo East Legon. So we will take our time and educate fools, idiots. Mental retarded people. We will take our time and educate them. And on this note, when we hear Canada Japan telling them that every MPP member is a fool, then you don't need, because you see, Canada Japan MPP for say they are fools, and Wabaso be president and they be supporting no. Yes, that is it, because he sees them as fools, and we'll take our time and educate fools. But on the issues about efficient economic management, listen to Jomama, listen to wisdom.
The first order of business will be to reset our country to its default settings, as envisioned by the founders of the Fourth Republic. A nation of peace and prosperity built on the principle of integrity, justice, and equity, respect for human rights and personal freedoms. A leadership of modesty and humility that forges consensus and carries the people along in the implementation of its policies and programs. At the top of our priorities as the new government in 2025, God willing, inshallah, at the top of those priorities will be to restore stability and inclusive growth to our economy. This way, we'll do this by bringing the various indicators under control to relieve Ghanaians of their suffering. We will strictly enforce prudence and responsibility in the management of public finances by cutting out waste and ostentation, which have become a common brand under this administration. The first.
So, yet a year Rajo Mahama. South the Okaino. Say, open so manage economy ya. Cut down waste. Obi can't say we are carbon. Cut down waste. Cut down waste. With the economic indicators and in your ma okeka ene de. Obi on Nam Street mun tiasie kra no. Waste the otiasie. Cut down waste. Ya don't know about that one tiasie. Yeti krom ha. Enkwadadro. Vasan yenya sikanto. Obi afa 72 million Ghana cedis akodi. Mesrao se o follow me aniema we twoto. Obi afa akodi. You have a president. We introduce a new curriculum at the ma enkwada basic level. Enkwada totofewa. Aya here textbooks. This reckless president. This reckless old G. Or say, there are no penny second, the panel manisika, finance ministry manisika, now on for private jet. The defense minister, Nitiwu, that young man was in parliament. Say, President Peso Ojari Ewo Yem. This is what John Mama is talking about. That he is not coming back. Say Oba no. Oba baba be yi sa nkwasi ade no sa jimisem na firi ho. Baomia. One ne boss. Omo de oman sika for private jet. Baomia timi yi a friend say $100,000 taxpayers money. No de akwa akodi Oba birthday. What are you talking about? Yeah, bre, ya won't say. Obia kasa. I'm out for a catch now. Sa waste in the system, no? Chaso, katino, chaso. What's the main tias here? The mayor and the mayor. And Jam, I try dear Bakwa or Ba obeying differently. O me yusu o mine sika, o me waste o mine sika. Enfa ni nkwasi asem. Yani one point. And we must get it clear. We must get it clear. Just take your time. Sometimes when people are mad, we need to be able to look at their face and tell them that, look, you are mad. What about them? Now they open be annoyed. The other so we yet no Ghana be annoyed. Why? He just told me so be busu ani wo kroma. Obi na akwa pray ne primaries. Even as whether NDC be you know NDC you know kra no ye issue. And you know na ekọ contest no. One do for na ekọ contest. Any your friend say Kwadwo Bonsu. Wa wo tenche no mini yakutukum we buafu. Ayi your friend say papa we ni din say adai. The papa no game panel. Papa no game panel. and you know what Jaka so go kai ba omia a convoy. Say no te tobu to or say no te tobu to mu. Or kai cars say was what kai cars almost be 86 years and 90 years say ba omia convoy. Yeah. West. Wait, when your friend West wasted taxpayers' money just like that. You don't care. And this is what John Mahama is telling you. John Mahama said, I will restore faith in the collapsed financial sector. I'll restore faith. Look at how many years I take Ghana for. Say, your budget and your friend say savings. Me pacho muna mumuame. Also President for time no mama mills mama turning your normal young advert. Say a man for that culture of savings. You go and save. Would it be a fabicie? What are we seeing today? What are we seeing today? And there by near one it be Sigana da. So be unu say akokra 86 years, e be 90 years, 76. Wo mu nyina atiasi eye ekrom. Richard Nanabo achime da say West ni bi nie 900 presidential staffers. Enye 900, they are 1,000 presidential staffers. West kwasi asemo a omuti Jubilee House wono edi na ebi no. Jimmy no yaka omonti ase no Jimmy kwasi asem no omonti wodi no ebi nie 1,000. Recently guy be free Jubilee House was Kwabena every corner be adex is one obi to obi okura betra onye chese onye hwe. They just pay the person. West o mine sika keke 4-5 years the basic school any textbooks. You don't care. And fa unana bia ankobi ba omia ba bia ankobi into amfa ho ne wura free say wale for enkwada akọ basic school o nipa o prokwaku o ka so oye obi na no yase ba omia ese wa dey no say the tablet for SHS for you see. Oh, nipa bo a opeda but odi asemi o wa ubusa wo say akwawe adwene be ne woni trim say odidi ana woni di ana oda sumye so ana wona sumye so. What is wrong? Gideon Bwaku ya mini aketua me wo Hello FM no ya me reporter, and sometimes he's a very nice gentleman. And Diana, I feel sad. Wouldn't mean ya as vice president no said the AC kasa okroma no sori na fa na AC form. Na hwe wo boss wa nim ka chen se boss we de aye yie se boss so wanya ko pe funding na wo afa be ye ma basic school no maka ye bi obeye. I'm just hoping that Baumia will take this and do a political career. When you are surrounded with riffraffs and they don't advise you well. So young faith John Mahama ever restore in the financial sector.
Together we will build the Ghana we want. We shall restore faith in our almost collapsed financial system and embark on sweeping reforms at the Bank of Ghana. We shall actively pursue policies to ensure robust local participation in our banking, financial, telecommunications, mining, agriculture, agribusiness, and manufacturing sectors. And all this will be anchored on our plan to grow the economy and create sustainable employment for our young people. We will make investments in productive sectors of the economy, like agriculture, industry, technology, digitalization, and tourism to spur growth and generate jobs for the teeming youth who continue to lose hope in our country day by day. Together, we will build the Ghana we want. We shall restore faith in our almost collapsed financial system and embark on sweeping reforms at the Bank of Ghana. We shall actively pursue policies to ensure robust local participation in our banking, financial, telecommunications, mining, agriculture, agribusiness, and manufacturing sectors. And all this will be anchored on our plan to grow the economy and create sustainable employment for our young people. We will make investments in productive sectors of the economy, like agriculture, industry, technology, digitalization, and tourism to spur growth and generate jobs for the teeming youth who continue to lose hope in our country day by day.
Beyond John Mahama eba restore eye amanfo agidi a apa ewo ye banking sector no mo watachi wo enema ebema emabunu etimi agira wo na so no mo nya gidi se ampa oye Ghana ni. That is what John Mahama is talking about. We are agric sector. We are akoto say. We are some akoto say. I say agric sector no. We destroy no. We are ne pacha. Other ya. When we say Akufo-Addo be president, we also be the president. We destroy. We say no. What is so? Why no sika John Mahama kwaje betu wo nyina wasai no Mosimo ye investment e wo mabunu mu na mo tibi de mabunu na sese sika na ko no mo adi mudi wi na mo close it down. Anya Akufo-Addo anka ene ba omi a ka minim se yetimi the policy ba ni amaye ho policy we year we ni ya closing it down ni akwa the same thing also the free napco and call almost your friend startup the same thing. Criminals, they are criminals. Startup, they say startup the same thing as napco. Criminals. Third point was to say, I will continue and complete various started projects, the previous ones and the current ones. That is leadership. Yanko.
My brothers and sisters, my comrades, with a limited fiscal space we are likely to inherit because of the mismanagement of the economy under the NPP, a new NDC government will give priority to continuing and completing abundant and ongoing projects rather than rushing to commence new ones. We shall not rush to commence new projects. We'll take an inventory of all the abandoned and uncompleted projects in this country, and we will focus on completing them.
So, John Mahama say, I do obey any different, they say. What was that? What it here? When it here? Pa. Obaya no. There were other projects at John Mahama aye. Yeah. Where we be? The Jessica on the dream cadons abaka kae. Na ye. John Mahama se catapult no a e ho no a wo mo de awie sika so many years. Catapult na ho no mo de awie sika so many years. So many years. Omo de awie sika no. John Mahama say sa catapult no oba obewie obewie kura de obewie de obesa asia ma wo mo. Thank you okon. JM editors bi wo akire ha. Obesi edi ama wo mo. When we saw Marine Drive no, eya Magda no mo ajata omani ase a ye no so mo de awie sika saa no. Marine Drive no. Jo mama beba bewi. Say after military hospital no mo de set et ho. Hwa buankra. Kofo tumfo de na kwa nante ho no adwane. Obi asikeje tia phase 1. We just come for phase 2, 6 years. John Mahama the 2 years. And a see our market now, a see Kumasi no, the biggest market in West Africa. Or the just 2 years. With the 6 years at home. Yakokwa ni passe, ya buofu. Obuofu ntu bede. Obuofu dia na be. Shadi omde yala hospital. Kwabena sugar factory there alanchramate alanchramate wonu sukura de onu wo mobra alanchramate no wonu wo mo number alanchramate no wo mo number bia wonu kura de ba omi aye chen no Sagreme ubisa ho asema obeka se akufo ado abanwe asa abodamfo onti ase Ghana ni bia ni wana adwene mu da wa ote de esinase onti ase jo mama so obeye bibi different ya no wansam no waka kire wo no. So busana say ena jomama na de na oba oba different from akufu adwa. Free SHS tantan no a what be dia say onkoda abrabo destroy onkoda no. Obaba be any different. Vaccines for the first time unprecedented say yenya vaccines won onkoda. Jomama be save that situation. So unam circle unam kumase kajetia no obi busa wo sabeta fracha nkwase ya question yina no ka kire ne say enkwada no ayenya aduro mfa nwo wo mo no ebi si da not even under Rollins military rule, not even in 83 when we are having economic sanctions and be a brewem Papua New Guinea kura immunization vaccines Ansah ewo ho Papua New Guinea obi busawa ka kire ni pakoro ne se enkwada no akufo de peso omoye empache ene mubuafo no ena jomama baba be save that situation. Tell that idiot and I just hope in the coming days and this be a friend say press conference no more ama ayagba no say ayagba me penasem too much so but he's becoming one of those Jomama say fourth no obey bibi yare de ehia Ghana for che bibia bosoma me you see, about me to argue and fork out. Don't check his story, mame. Boss, mame.
We shall assemble and operate the leanest but most efficient government under the history of our Fourth Republic. We'll reduce significantly the size of government. And as announced in my speech at the UPSA late last year, in a crisis situation like this, it is my belief that this country can be governed efficiently with 60 ministers and deputy ministers. We shall assemble and operate the leanest but most efficient government under the history of our Fourth Republic. will reduce significantly the size of government. And as announced in my speech at the UPSA late last year, in a crisis situation like this, it is my belief that this country can be governed efficiently with 60 ministers and deputy ministers.
You see? $150 ministers will say, yeah, ka. You are telling us, I want to Tio, me pacho, what a trot from tea, me pacho tea, oh, fear tea. Wait, a yansa. When I walk at say, I want to have ba, if you are say, fine was ya. Okay. Christian Council cultural. The size of your government so was mempe. Bishop Council Forka Teso was mentiasi. Islamic Council Forka Teso was mentiasi. Wa bemu for eka kwame pianimnum nyahota makronum Teso was mentiasi. And the idea we pan say enye abro any bayi ne bone na wudi o man no. What is it? Presidential staff is 1,000. O de 1,000. Apem. Ade. Apem 1,000. Yeah. Woni mo. Akufo do ne gabe num no ankasa no. Eye say nyame enema nyame na ya Ghana fo sei said the nkrofo ya bedim omo predecessors atempa wo kroma like Akufo-Addo ebedim mampani a ye behunu se o ye bibie eye positively different kofo kra na gabi we edidi natem kofo na gabi we edidi kofo atem we ya want me ni dia mo ati atem no ko didi kofo atem we obia ban Akufo-Addo nya ho asem kan obia aban wo ba ye no so no sabetafra che amamuo mu nkwase asem nyina wadi che obia from Kwame Nkrumah bepem ne amamuo mu nkwase asem nyina Akufo-Addo ade bia ani nyansa ewo amamuo wono ne waye sa record no. You are keeping 1,000 presidential staffers. 1,000. What are they? Ministers say, when you say ministries ni bi obakono, ebi deputies ni bi 3 4. Kwame ade me ka se munyi mame. Richard Anabuachi was say guy watching that call Professor Mills a poodle, a dog. Yes. So here I wonder how Kokoni do Timine Gabi Trawo did no. I don't get it. Mena me what jidie say masum obi pa to say de kokune atamas nanti no. No. And then you come asem. You carry a be asem. What is it? There. Over ministries Libya. Deputies no 3, 4, 2. Omo nyina so PAs, personal assistants. Omo nyina ada your friend say government payroll so PA for no. Cho. Omo nyina ada government payroll so. Ade ba kwa Jomama kwa kaya omo se omo beti omo so ombe yende yo. Last one bomba me. Omo so akoka S Gracia.
We will initiate and undertake the most far-reaching constitutional, political, and governance reforms under the Fourth Republic, which will be aimed. We will initiate and undertake the most far-reaching constitutional, political, and governance reforms under the Fourth Republic, which will be aimed at restoring confidence in our democracy and governance systems while making life easier and better for the people of Ghana. In response to the concerns and calls from many of you, we will initiate and undertake the most far-reaching constitutional, political, and governance reforms that will restore confidence in our democracy. We will continue and bring to conclusion the constitutional review process that was begun by the late President Atta Mills, which will include a review of the controversial Article 71 to reduce the number of office holders under Article 71 and reduce the disparities in privileges and emoluments vis-à-vis the public sector and civil service. The payment of ex gratia to members of the executive under Article 71 will be scrapped. And the necessary constitutional steps to abolish that payment will start in earnest in 2025. We will also begin the process of persuading the other arms of government other than the executive to accept the removal of these ex gratia payments. Issues pertaining to the excessive powers of the President, proper separation of powers, strengthening of Parliament, restoring the independence of the judiciary, independent and quasi-independent state institutions, and depoliticizing them will take center stage of the new administration. We will.
All right. Your friend say, "Saturday we na Rajo Mama kwakan ya. Efiri enra no, menya so se wanya adaje akura didi. Omo ahoro no papa. Eri na mini dankwaku ye bu asikai. We dey meya me $1,000 in ho adwuma. Me $1,000 na esa me ya ho adwuma. Na omo hu se ade no me ndi ade no kwa. Ya. Yo mama kwa akoka eye es gracia ho asem. Enti ade enti na de waje no onfa nko. What him say dangwaku ya bwa ne kwam se fa kan show so na akufo ado kotra kokeka Arab Spring ene say unemployment ni wa Arab Spring ne Tunisia ono kokeka sa kamya ka se sa nkwasi asem no kwam se fa kan peace FM ono kokeka sa asem no. And I wish Minya da kwaku ya bo ababusa akufo ado say ene no employment ewo ho na say employment ni wo enti adan no onsa mra Peace FM no me frɛ Arab Spring in Ghana. En go onsa mra sa akufo ado aye statements bebre ya waka say ahokyera ba Ghana meboa in 2016 akufo ado kwatra ono adan kwaku ya bo ane se fa ka show so say ahokyere ba o mamu bebrebe a kianeke bibi besi indi say akufo ado kwagina ba bi ka say ahokyere ba Ghana ana na dan kwaku ya bo anko yi na no nka nkyere ne say opani say dia obetra Peace FM na be ka say ahokyere ba e the Arab Spring de ba no say bra na be call Arab Spring be the same. Yeah, but why $1,000 for Juma? Yet to Kromana Jomama catcher was say they don't pay him. Omuntianeka and Yama yes or Modemano. Me Pacho Munisa Adiana Jomama and Cassim will on several occasions. Sani monument omuntu amano omufama no onkae jo mama nkae etu anko fa free he no de akọ oh you see I'm just trying to restrain myself because Peace FM you fie but se nipa jimi a wajimi nipa we wono no wajimi and for the Dixon two omufu kakra na for the Dixon nyansa woni tirim kakra nipa jimi a wajimi yet Kroma na Mahama complaining on 1,000 minim ni pa jo mama Catholic friends say bishop for you free Canterbury say ekosia nan say ya wanka say ni monument say so mo de ma no omo fama no jo mama wanka onka yan complaining even baby obeda kra on complaining and ade ayen fama no onko fa free he e no de akọ he wajimi dodo anybody can say omo fama mi o o say de oji ya de fakọ okwa fa de wan akọ fa no wan fa ai fa no nkọ fa no ai fa say ai fa no nkọ fa no onko fa free fa nkọ osukra de ya na say bo dampe. Anybody see him from Mamio was a fako. On Vangway. Adian and Sanka was a Wajia the Wajan fako. Manaka and a for o dear da Patrino. Mana, and now the weapon no koi. Na me say your friend say na me think na me fro kra busa say all the weapon no koi ana. We ho kire no. We yeah, Kwabena nkabe kume. Me pacho Mama G for G. Minia ba risken ana risken assemble Mama G we dey offer so have me only say we are fatini boy ana ne papa ya we want tente mana ka ya na we ni ya na oh okay so Dagban Yana Nibi. All right, okay, so he's our friend. He's Listo's friend and he's my friend. We know him and his daughter. And then almost a birthday, 5th March. Mwah. Nice one. So on behalf of Mama G and Busuani Nano, Yama Omo Etim Kwa and happy birthday. Hey, mana, you manway, me say what the weapon no koi. Feel me. There you Kwame. Any pan wa ya wa can say. Omo fa a monuments no emano was a fako. Wako fa no hen or the akọ. Men sa bo table no mu. Eji, me dey kire. Mo manipa kasasa. Ade, what bodam? Isa hwe table no mu kra. Any pan was in Nesanka. Was it fako? Or the one fanquay? Walk of an Indiaco. There you come, all this on Govanway. And in the moon, Comiano, and to go for Uncle Fanway. Says Uncle Fanway, says Uncle Fanway. They don't even read, they don't listen to anything. They just open their mouth and they start talking. But even assuming say Oje. And now he's telling us that look, are there many politicians you know, and for once we should be glad. say yenya very honest politician that look idea we are here no and yet but then you need some powers now what the etwasade no mu na se minya sa powers no a this thing then I heard them talking about 2015 or kai enipa na ka no 2015 or say a constitutional year omo ye no na omo a process no ma sha ase president Mills sha ase Jomama beto aso a process akufo by 6 years ni say enye adufuru pe ne bone ene ne yire na no person say tua ne ka eka ho a saka enka otoa process ne so kotoa process ne so very good oh Mr. Minka de obekume oh Minka kwa Minka o sa pia Minka Kwame jiwe to ayi no so mame jiwe no to ayi fato ayi Facebook no obi anhwe bi Constitutional Review Commission e ho no mo sha ade na se free ye ayi process Kwame fato o mame no obi anhwe bi me se obi se wo cycle o wa ayi tulaku o wo kumase ayi afrancho se bio Facebook na fa kire obi no munya jimi question no efri na kro meja jimi question ni bisa bio na fa kire obi bio na fa kire obi o meja jimi question no amai fa to so mame o mame sa hwi table nu sa me ya ba bompa ama ba Maha, some pretty men say, as an original one can be soon. No, Message table, Mamma, Yametria Mecasaro. Look, this is the story. Story, Nini. We're grandpa the young quite true. And yet, Cry FM online, like I said, and then, we a friend say, City FM online, and we Uncle Danquaque offer, and to Macan guy. I have not received any S gratia. I pay for everything myself, Mahama. Any way, any September 13th, 2022. Na say akra wasia complaining. Wasiaka. What's a fako? Adia yamano, what's a fango? Or the way. Adia yamano, what's a fako? Say ya na yo tanyo, say Jimmy, say Damo, say Bayo, untiasi. Any asam na me kanwa. Se be ya man for some boa me se bue me obi anhwe sa de we obi an kipi na mo won video mpo fa bo mame na me de menwene me ho kura na mabre.
He says in 2013 14 million was paid into my ADB account. I wish my bank statement was here. I'll show it to you and then you look after this interview. I have my 2013 bank statement. I'll let you look through and see if there's any 14 million payment. The only payment that was made to me by government, Accountant General, was my salary arrears of 230,000 cedis. That's all. In 2013. I'll show you that bank statement.
No ex gratia or...
No ex gratia. I was paid 230,000 as salary arrears in 2013. And I can call a group of you journalists. I'll show it to you first. And later, if you want, we can call a group of you journalists. Of course, I don't want to publish my bank statement, but I can put it before you and you look through all the payments and see if there's a 14 million CD payment. I didn't receive any such payment. And he also says that I receive privileges and perks since I left office in 2017, worth 15 million CDs. That is absolutely untrue. I receive only my monthly pension, like President Kufuor, President Rawlings was receiving until he died. That's all I get. The state does not pay my electricity bill. As we sit here, these lights, I pay the bill monthly. The state does not pay. He says they pay my electricity bill. It's not true. I pay the electricity bill for my house and my office. I pay the water bill for my house and my office. I live in my own accommodation, so the state does not pay me anything for accommodation. They haven't given me an office. I rent an office in East Cantonments. I pay the rent myself. I pay my own fuel. The state doesn't give me fuel. I pay my own.
But say one car, some baby. Kwame, I didn't know one car. Onka day, I didn't know onka. But there be onka day. He say one car day. They asked him. So as Garcia Muntia, they haven't paid anything to me. papa we ya ka asem we saa se okasa ya na wo mami ani tuo so wo se ani tuo mi ntiase Enoch, don't worry. Mama nusu kakra. Ati. Wudi ni paboni ni echi abeka sasa na ajeso. Untia ni pano. But you see, ana meka say minua de munja minua na $1,000 wadwuma ye no enya better. Eugene, you're ready never be better so na yenko. You don't allow the person to be.
Prices are increasing at a faster rate than the official statistics are capturing. A few examples will suffice. We've seen over the last 3 years, even pure water has gone up threefold, cement has doubled, and Olonka Ogari has more than doubled, Ideal Milk has more than doubled, a maize bag has gone up sixfold, rice has gone up has more than doubled. It is clear that the cost of living, as measured by prices of these items and others, such as petroleum products, school fees.
You see, sometimes, say, Ama, say them says you shit table no pa and you ask them kutuwa.
Say, and now there.
Nabe na de we di me dere akwa di we efe.
O dere ankasa. Said you what so ne wa hiti e wa ha say no so.
No, but it doesn't make sense.
Any pan was